mics going on here, so we shut off one. Just do away with it for now. So now we get to hear about unity. Well, we heard a lot about unity with the Baha'is, but this is the spiritual movement that's called unity. And to begin with, I have a short 1-minute video. I didn't want to go any longer than that. So let's see if we can get this thing going. This is filmed at Unity Worldwide headquarters.
Unity is a spiritual community that offers practical tools and resources to people of all faiths. We help them stay positive and apply universal principles in their daily lives. Unity is the publisher of Daily Word magazine and the home of the Unity Prayer Ministry, known as Silent Unity. We pray by telephone and online with people all over the world every day of the year. Founded in 1889, Unity is based on the idea that all people are divine and our thoughts have creative power. Our mission is not to convert anyone to a particular way of thinking, but to help and serve as many people as we can with books and products to support their spiritual journey. Unity is also a place, a beautiful 1,200-acre campus just outside of Kansas City, Missouri, where we host retreats and events. To learn more about the Unity philosophy and the events at Unity Village, visit unity.org.
Okay, we're moving into a commercial time there, so. Nope. There we go. Okay, so Unity was founded in the late 1800s by a husband and wife, Charles and Myrtle Fillmore. And it kind of came about in an interesting way. Myrtle had been born with tuberculosis, and every doctor that she went to said that she would not have long to live. So she was looking for healing. And she decided to explore spiritual healing. She went to a tent meeting one day and was told there that as a child of God, you do not inherit illness. And so she took that home with her and thought about it, pondered it, and began meditating on that whole idea, began meditating and giving thanks for her body, that the parts that were working, and she was able to cure herself. Her husband, Charles, who had no spiritual background whatsoever, or very little, saw this happening and said, something's going on here. So he decided that he'd explore the world faith traditions. And with that, he found a common thread running throughout them, what you might call universal truths or perennial wisdom. And they started studying that, they started holding prayer groups, and that's how Unity kind of was born. They didn't set out on having a church or a ministry at all, but people liked their teachings, and so it kind of developed with that. So what are the teachings? I'm often asked, is it the same as Unitarian? Well, we're kind of close, but maybe not really. And we have 5 basic principles. And you'll find these at each Unity Center that you go to. The first one is, there is one power, one presence, God the good. This is the power, this is the presence that animates and is in back of, underlies all existence. And then the second principle is we are made in that image and likeness of God, therefore we are inherently good. Now, we may have trouble with this when we turn on the world news, but to that, Unity would probably say, well, we've been given free choice, so we don't always recognize that we're inherently good. And then the third is our thoughts create our life's experience. And this you can think of as like a placebo effect, if you will. When you take a placebo and you're healed, it's because you thought you were going to get better. In much the same way, we are creating our life's experience. And then the fourth one, prayer and meditation connect and align us to our spiritual nature and to God. And then finally, it's not enough to understand spiritual teachings. We seek to incorporate them into our thoughts, words, and actions. So what is Unity? It is a global movement, a community of like-minded individuals, a spiritual path based on knowing God's presence within. It's a positive approach to life, empowering people for intentional living. It's a way of promoting individual and planetary healing. Unity stands for peace in the presence of conflict, for love in the presence of hatred, for forgiveness in the presence of injury. It honors the many paths to God, the many ways to worship God. It is inclusive, open-minded, and heart-centered. It encourages personal growth and spiritual social action. The name Unity stands for not only unity among humanity, seeing that one spirit that connects us all, but the unity of all creation with the Creator. So I thought, enough talking, let's have a unity experience. So we're going to have a chant, and because we're focusing on peace today, it's a chant for peace in Hebrew, Arabic, Latin, and Sanskrit. And it's very easy, you'll catch on to it right away. That's going to lead us into a time of meditation. It's going to be a guided meditation using one of the daily words that the video was talking about, a publication of unity, which is a daily inspirational reading. We'll use that to meditate on peace, followed by a moment or two of silence, followed by the ending of this program with our Let There Be Peace on Earth, a song that we sing every Sunday. So are you ready for that? If not, that's okay, just nod your head anyway.